peeking at it like very, very closely, you can see that the scar going through the eyebrow, but it's just like it's what you call like in the same color as the eyebrows. So it like I'm not sure if there's actual hair over the scar, and that's like a big problem. So I understand your nitpick. I'm just trying to play what they call devil's advocate, but I highly agree with you. I highly agree with you.
G社の機密情報役に立ったでしょ?
Tak. Dzięki twoim informacjom byliśmy w stanie uchronić Nowy Jork przed większą liczbą ofiar. Powiedz mi, kim jesteś i czego chcesz?
三島平八からの手紙読んだんですよね.
Skąd? Nikt inny nie powinien o tym wiedzieć.
A letter from Heihachi, eh?
To musi oznaczać, że jesteś...
察しがついたようだな. やはり奴らも来ているな. ちょうどいい.
ちょうどいい.
貴様の力ここで示してもらおう.
Co to ma znaczyć?
Fight!
Dlaczego musimy walczyć?
She really is. I don't remember anything from Tekken 7, and that's a problem.
Przygotuj się!
You lose.
Yeah. I mean, I mentioned that to Luna, and she said that it is most likely like an earpiece that they've gotten. So what do you call it? What do you call it? So what do you call it? They can all understand each other. Lydia is somebody that just like she's just that character that you need to know how to play.
Fight!
Dlaczego musimy walczyć?
Bez litości! To nic takiego!
W imię wszystkich Polaków! Walcz z honorem! Przesadziłam.
That's a lot of characters, dude. Alpha, Alpha, Nobara, Raptalia too.
そろ
Damn.
そろ頃合いだな。
そう。
見事なりイディア・ソビエスか。お主こそ我ら鉄拳僧が求めていた闘志よ。その資質試させてもらおう。
Co to za zapach?
Can do the link in Discord for later. Behind the voice actors, of course.
To są mnisi Tekena? Zaczynajmy!
Fight.
我らには優れた武道家が必要だ。
In actual dialogue, I am not a fan.
真の統一見事なり。
Bez litości!
Move! よいぞ。 義の錬磨見事なり。
Co to za sztuczka?
実に良い。 貝のトンネル見事なり。
Yeah, in actual dialogue,
見込みあり。我らのもとに来るがよい。イディア・ソビエスか。
I'm just imagining whenever I hear Reina talk, I just imagine what do you call it, like a Reptalia that what do you call it, fell for the curse together with the shield hero. Just a very overconfident and rage-filled Reptalia. To be fair, her cute voice is almost exactly like Reptalia. True.
奴ら鉄拳僧は三島財閥の極秘データにすら存在しない謎の集団だ。目的は不明だが、三島家を敵視し監視している。三島平八の捜索を幾度も妨害する面倒な奴らだ。
Ale mnich powiedział też, że poszukiwali znakomitego wojownika.
Yeah. Exactly. Jin Senpai? Warero.
Czyli moje zadanie to skontaktować się z nimi i odkryć ich tożsamość.
適任だと思ったのでな。情報量としては妥当だろ。期待してますよ、首相。
There she is.
G 社軍の情報は引き続きお送りしますね。
There she is. There's Rotalia. Oh yeah. that like her vocal range is crazy. Oh, Lydia comes in with Eddie and Yoshimitsu. Okay.
覚悟は良いか。リティアソビエスか。
Dziadku, pokażę światu, jak używać siły w sprawiedliwy sposób.
Przyjmuję każde wyzwanie. Os!
Us.
我は鉄拳僧正聖竜。汝の義と体を試すものである。きゃ。汝の鉄の拳見極めて信ぜよう。
Okay, so it's not even Heihachi that's been speaking. Okay,
Fight.
that's good to know.
お主の義の力示すがよい。
Bez litości!
お主の体の力にて
You know, I did pick hard mode, but
Delikatność triumfuje nad siłą. Ciało i dusza.
Jesus Christ! And then he just heals. Okay. Okay, I'm about to die.
You lose.
Oh, if I just remembered the things in Tekken 7 and then could improve on the things from Tekken 8, that would be so much better. But they changed out some of the moves.
お主の義の力示すがよい。お主の体の力にて耐えてみせい。
Aha. Lydia's
Delikatność triumfuje nad siłą.
typical issues. Going into stance leaves her open.
Przygotuj się! Podoba! Ciało i dusza! Podoba!
I don't even know.
Fight.
お主の義の力示すがよい。
Well, you're not really giving me a chance to. Plus, I don't remember.
お主の体の力にて耐えてみせい。
Show me your techniques. Sure.
Delikatność triumfuje nad siłą. Bez litości! Podoba się! Bezsprzecznie! Podoba! Ciało i dusza!
Great job. Bonk. Bonk, bonk.
Walcz z honorem!
Fight with honor.
Przesadziłam.
I went too far.
Zaszczytem było z tobą walczyć.
Yes, that definitely wasn't lightning. I got beaten up fucking 2 or 3 times.
清流をここまで追い込むとはの。
Oh, I know this voice actor.
じゃが真の力はいかがなものか。
Where from?
この鉄拳僧上朱雀が試してしんぜよ。お主は正しき力のあり方を求めているよう
It goes for every character though. I mean, yes, but like when it comes to Lydia specifically, like she is so heavily reliant on her, what do you call it, her like her stances, while also her stances being a very big weakness of hers. Everything goes into the stances, and all of her things, what do you call it, like connected from her stances. So like it's very important to be able to know exactly how to get into the stances and how to utilize the stances correctly. Like she is a massive skill check compared to most characters. Sure, every character is somebody you need to remember how to play, but like Lydia is a big skill check compared to most characters in this game.
Że nie ustąpię niesprawiedliwości.
Fight.
Also, no, I will have to correct you there, Gravity. You won't get very far with Eddie with mashing, like compared to like let's say Kazuya. Sure, you can mash with Eddie, but people who know how to deal with the mash will just absolutely, like, you know, break your legs. And as Luna said, comparing to a Mishima, who is some of the highest skill level of characters, is just not great. I would say, let's say, oh, who could I think would be, what do you call it, a good comparison here? Who could be a good comparison for this? Victor, for example. Let's take Victor. Right? Like, sure, you can get far by just mashing, but the further ahead you get, the less you can do. Now, when it comes to Mishimas, they just have so many things that, what do you call, like, you need to know. Specifically. In order to be able to grind enough with them. And, you know, actually become, like, decently good with them. It's something you need when it comes to Mishimas. Especially when it comes to electrics. You need to know how to waivu. Like, just like, you know, like, make a lot of wave dashes in order to mix up your opponent. There's so many things you need to keep in mind when playing a Mishima compared to, like, almost every other fucking character in the game. So, Mishimas, you basically took one of the easiest characters in the game, one of the hardest characters in the game. Yeah, but again, like comparing what do you call it, like comparing characters to any Mishima is just not great because, again, Mishimas are some of the most skill-heavy fucking characters in this game. They have the biggest skill ceiling in the game. That's why I said easier to do it with. Yes, but like again, like it would have been better had you like what do you call like done like. Our point here is Gravity. You can't really compare a character like Eddie to a Mishima, or any character to a Mishima. That's the thing. Mishimas are in their own, like, level of nonsense. No, Brian is also harder. Yes, but he's a much fairer comparison, because Brian has a lot of nonsense that can also just carry him further. You can be, like, have no knowledge of him and still grind your way up to, like, red ranks. In Tekken 7, that is. Like, now, I guess now it's blue ranks? I guess? Something? I don't know. But my point stands. Like, when it comes to, like, comparing to Mishimas, I think Lydia is the only one, and like it's like the only one that's like up there due to her nonsense. Because you can't mash with her. You can mash a lot of shit with Brian. You can mash a lot of shit with Yoshimitsu. Yoshimitsu is probably one of the most technical fucking characters. But you can still mash with him. Like, our point here is you need to think when you we compare it, like comparing things, you need to like think about like what you're comparing, right? Like you're pairing like, you know, one of the highest skill ceiling of characters with, you know, the entire roster of easy to use, hard to master characters. Whereas Mishimas, they're not easy to use. And they're hard to master. You just need to like figure it out. Right? Eddie is also an easy to use, hard to master kind of character. Of course, he has like some more easier views, just like kind of like with Victor, right? Or Noctis for that matter, because they just have a lot of mashable moves. Brian is easy to use, hard to master, because of his highly mechanical inputs and his jet, like what is it, the fucking taunt jet upper. Wave dash, electrics, dash electrics, double dash electrics, 50-50 timings. I could go on. And like one of the things that Brian has that is some of his main tools is like the back forward inputs and his taunt jet upper. That's like the most mechanical things. Other than that, you need to learn like frames, timings, like with every other character. And that's just the basics, by the way. The wave dash, electric godfish, dash, and then double dash, electrics, 50-50 timings. That's just the basics. Then you also need to remember the combos, and you need to know like your neutral, which is different for every single Mishima because they have different movesets. I know, all I was saying is that Eddie's skill ceiling is at the lowest ranks, at the lowest ranks isn't very high. The difficulty with Eddie starts at high ranks. The same thing with Hwoarang. Same thing with Brian. Dude, a guy that I know, a guy that me and Luna knows, was a green ranker, right? He was a green ranker. But he was a Kazuya main. And he was like 95% consistent with his electrics. And his timings and wave dashes. But he was still only in green ranks for the longest time. That's our point we're trying to make. You can't really grind that much with a Mishima without knowing everything. And even then, it's hard to grind with a Mishima. And I mean, nowadays, even that, like, you have special styles, so even that. But our point is, you can't just compare, like the lowest to the highest. You have bases that you can compare things with, where like to make like make a compelling argument. So like, it's not that we don't understand your point, Gravity. We're just trying to point out from that point of view where the argument falls apart. We understand completely what you mean. Like, we understand 100% what you mean. It's easier to grind by just mashing with Eddie than it is with a Mishima. 100% we understand what you mean. It's just an unfair comparison. which kind of kills the entire point. Because you're stating what probably the most obvious thing. Compare it to somebody like Feng, somebody like what do you call it? Somebody like Feng, somebody like Victor, Yoshimitsu, what do you call it? Like any other character that can be mashed with. You can't really mash with a Mishima, because you will get fucked. That's what we're trying to make you understand. It's not that we don't understand what you're meaning. You see what we're getting at? It's basically the same kind of thing as me like pointing out like when I was speaking with Luna earlier about Dead by Daylight. We were talking about like the fucking blood point bonuses. And I made the most horrible comparison. Almost laughable. Almost laughable comparison. Where was it? Where was the fucking... Or actually, here's an even better example. Yesterday, when I said that I was annoyed about Special Style because they turned it on for just a single move, or when they were trying to get back from losing. When I said I was annoyed about that, I got called an elitist because I said just learn the inputs instead of clutching on Special Style. I was called an elitist for that. That is a comparison that is the same as saying Eddie is easier to use than a Mishima. Calling me an elitist for telling somebody to just learn an input. I mean, we're all talking shit about ourselves here. I mean, hell, I'm in green ranks. I mean, I managed to get to red ranks in Tekken 7 on Armor King, but now I'm a baby. I'm a full-on baby. Hell, I don't even think I would be able to grind very far with Eddie smashing at all. But yeah, like in general, some comparisons are just way too far away, or like way too far apart.